So you just bought that new TV, $5,000. How much is it worth? Huh? That TV just probably dropped in half. Now, if you brought that $4,000 Bitcoin, you'd had 600 bucks. What's going on with this Bitcoin thing, anyways? Who knows? Hey, but the cool thing is, let's talk about musicians. You know, when it comes to TVs, a lot of people watch music videos or just listen to streaming music. That's all fine and dandy. I do that. So it's like, so I'm not, cutting anybody out. But what I am pissed off about is the music industry. I used to work up in Nashville as an IT director for one of the music companies up there. And it's amazing how much money they would swindle based on fees and regulations that they had when the music artist would sign with them and get pennies on the dollar. So we're back in 30 years ago, if you wrote a number one hit, you made 40, you could make a couple $1,000,000. Today, if you write a number one hit, you probably get about 400 to 600 bucks because of all the fees, rules, regulations, advertisement, and everything else that the music company can get their hands around and swindle the artists out of their hard-earned money and their creativity. That right there, this whole decentralized artists of the way the music industry is going now, I think it's going to be changing based on the blockchain technology. For instance, there's a company, there's a music streaming service called Arena Bay's Royalties, and it pays its royalties in Bitcoin. Well, that's not a bad deal, folks, because think about it. That several years ago, somebody bought a pizza for about 2,000 Bitcoins. Well, a Bitcoin at that time was worth maybe 25 cents, right? So, or some minuscule number compared to today. And so they spent a lot of Bitcoins to buy pizza. Now, roughly, that pizza is worth about almost $12 million. So if the guy didn't exchange it for cash and he kept it, that Bitcoin, all those Bitcoins are now probably worth more than his shop. So, to kudos on person, selling the pizza for Bitcoins. That's pretty cool. But anyways, going back to the music industry, it's the music industry has such a black box that music corporations and producers, they all try to protect and saying, okay, the artist music goes into here, there's this black box, and you get out a couple of cents. But they don't know what all the fees are going to. And it's funny, a lot of artists will ask for an audit when it comes to their own account. And what's bad about that is the music industry will charge the artist, for the audit. In my opinion, I always tell you get an outside firm to audit your account because if you're signed with the label. But the bad thing about this whole thing is as soon as that contract is up, they're out of there. So I've seen a lot of great artists pack these concert halls with just their name on it and get, a few $100. And so when they ask for an audit, next year they're gone. So, so what's cool about the whole blockchain, there's a lot of music industry, especially some of the others that are out there, they're having their song and their creativity attached to this blockchain. So who wrote it, who played it, who produced it, and now it's locked in. Then within the blockchain technology, whoever wants to purchase those songs or listen to the song, it'll go into the blockchain as a guy who listened it, you know, just for either casual listening, movies, TVs, or any type of other promotions, and the artist will get their royalties as they deserved, and not being this unknown black box of we don't know what's inside the middle, you know, as where a lot of producers or these recording companies are wanting you to believe that it's real convoluted, real, you know, really hard equations, and just not to worry about it. We'll take care of all that. Well, the neat thing about the internet and how people are promoting their industry, they're telling, you know, the artists all the secrets, and all those secrets aren't that hard to understand. So, and plus there's new ways of streaming your music, making money at it, that almost anyone can do it, and you don't have millions of dollars to start doing that. I mean, I got to tell you right now that I don't listen to radio much, and I listen to these streaming services off my phone. Well, I'm hoping the artist gets paid by it, but I digress. Well, one of the questions was who do I listen to? Well, there's an old band called One Bad Pig. It's punk rock. I enjoyed it. But I gotta admit, I'm a big Weird Al Yankovic fan. So it's the whole thing about the lyrics. The lyrics is everything to me. So don't tell me how you beat or got drunk or killed someone. I'm just not interested anymore. So, anyways, I digress. But going on to the music industry, once again, you know, a lot of musicians are putting their music into the blockchain and attaching their logos and attaching their services. So anyone that who wants to buy their product doesn't have to go through a third party. It goes directly to them with the instructions. But you know, that's it on that note. So okay, one of the other questions was, do I see musicians taking off on this industry? And the answer is yes. So more and more artists are becoming more familiar with the blockchain and how Bitcoin works, and how in most 9 times out of 10, if I buy Bitcoin now, well, like I did 3 weeks ago, and tried selling it, it's worth more compared to the U.S. dollar or any government country-owned currency. So yeah, musicians are making more money, and responsibilities of the third parties is becoming more and more transparent. So until next time, my name is James Henderson with MalairteBitcoin.com, you know, telling you what's going on with the industry. All right, I'm out of here, folks. Y'all have a great day and happy trading.